Welcome to Glitched, I'm Francisco Lozano, and this is your weekly wrap-up. Gaming and politics all mashed up together. Sounds great, right? ESA, the Entertainment Software Association, has come out and stated that they are in favor of the House of Representatives tax reform bill late this week. If you're not sure what the ESA is, they are a trade association that runs E3 and was created in order to serve US-based game publishers. Basically, it's like a PTA for video games. The ESA's president and CEO stated that the Republican tax reform would, quote, energize tech sector innovation and economic opportunity. The bill itself, if approved, would lower taxes for corporations, which the ESA would definitely benefit from. Some of the biggest companies with membership cards for the ESA include Activision, Bethesda, and EA, all of which would see some of the biggest benefits from this reform. According to reports from Polygon, some game developers have begun to question the ESA's sincerity in their claims that the bill would be positive for the industry overall. While we wait around for the ESA to help the government steal from the poor and give to the rich, we can at least download some naughty patches. Wait, are you telling me we can't? That's right, it seems Steam is blocking adult games from sharing patches that feature uncensoring. Developer Darker Studios shared with its community that they would not be able to download such patches for its game Galaxy Girls from the Steam store. The studio was told by Steam reps that these type of patches were no longer allowed on the platform. The studio did reach out to players to redirect them to their own official site where they can download the content freely. Other adult game developers have followed suit since the new rules discovery. Moving back to more broadcast-friendly topics, we finally know the names of the new villains in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. Team Rocket Rainbow is coming to the Alola region. That's right, churches are not only going to ban the game now for its connections to Satan and demons, but now for the LGBTQ+ community as well. If only we were allowed to put up a flaming rainbow-colored middle finger on the screen right now, but we can't because of the FCC. I'm sorry. Anyways, the revamped Villainous group is now bigger than ever, incorporating leaders from different enemy groups from throughout the entire series. Giovanni will still be heading up the group with other bosses from teams like Plasma and Flare presiding under him. We don't yet know why all these teams joined together, but what we do know is that in the end, the entire organization is going to be completely destroyed by an 11-year-old kid. While the name itself isn't exactly something that instills fears into listeners, it will be really cool to see how and why all these teams combined and what that might mean for their level of villainy. Also announced this week was Destiny 2's first expansion, Curse of Osiris. At Sony's press briefing at the Paris Games Week, the expansion was shown off in a trailer and given an official release date of December 5th. The expansion seems to deal with a past guardian with a notorious history that has come back, plus an army of machines from the future and the past. Other than the arrival of a new playable zone on Mercury, the Infinite Forest, and new access to all players to the Lighthouse, not much is known about the game. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what else we hear about this expansion, or just wait until its release. Speaking of upcoming releases and things that are gonna cost me money, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is having to make some changes to their loot boxes. After the game's beta last month, many users took to EA's website to enlighten them on what they thought about random loot drops and the issues surrounding them. The publisher reacted in a blog post and told players that the loot drops in the real game regarding progression-related items and weapons will be received through regular gameplay rather than the randomized system. Also in the post, EA detailed some other adjustments they would be making to the loot crates in the system, and those are as follows. Epic Star Cars will be able to be crafted or acquired when buying the deluxe edition of the game instead of as drops. Players will also have to increase their in-game rank to upgrade their Star Cars using crafting materials found in loot boxes, and that the bulk of class-based weapons will be unlocked through regular play, and that there will be some loot crates limited based on one's class. Battlefront 2 launches on November 17th, so we'll all have to wait until then to see if these changes take away the feeling of pay-to-win vibes felt by beta testers. But before you get around to playing Battlefront, there's another game on the horizon you should look out for. Rocket League is coming to the Switch. We finally have an official release date for the battle card game. On November 14th, the game and its Mario and Metroid themed cars will be available on Nintendo's new Heart and Joy. The game was first announced back at this year's E3, but now we finally have a date. Not only is the game coming to Switch, but it is also going to have cross-platform compatibility with the Windows PC and Xbox One. So basically everyone except Sony and the PS4. Come on, Sony. It's time to come outside and play with all the other kiddos. Are you looking forward to the new games coming out this month? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, look at this 2DS. It's not exactly pretty, but it does have the Ocarina of Time on it, and it's coming out on Black Friday. The Link Edition, they're calling it. Nintendo's also releasing some new bundles for Breath of the Wild with like a really cool book. Anyway, remember you guys can like and subscribe to stay up to date with all your gaming news. This was Glitched, and I'll see you next time. You have to refocus, damn. Yeah. Sorry. Good looks. But can someone give me water?